Numerology is based on a foundation in Kundalini Yoga. And in Kundalini Yoga, we recognize that there are 11 layers of a human being, not just the body, but the mind, all aspects of the mind, your spiritual self, your energetic self, and how you respond to the world around you is through that lens of the 10 bodies, plus 11. And when we study your numerology, we understand how all these bodies come together to form your unique life experience. Each of those bodies has qualities, characteristics, and atmosphere, and attitude, a vibe, if you will. And all of this becomes the layers of who you are, how you show up, how you exhibit your gifts in the world, and, most importantly, what you're here to do. And so all of that is what we'll cover in a numerology session. If you'd like to know more, head to the links in my bio, and there you'll find a button to push for your numerology call. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist. Lots of love to you. Spine of steel, heart of gold. Are you a life key 1? If that's you, you're a leader. You lead with compassion. You lead with your intellect. You lead with the power of your body. You lead with what you say, how you say it. And this role of leader is important for your life purpose, important for you to get your message out in the world and be present with all of who you are and how you are. And as you move forward in your life, knowing that this is what you need to always be working on and how you actually just show up in the room is an important characteristic. The challenge is about balancing your head and your heart, feeling with your head and thinking with your heart. Give that some thought. If you are a life key 2, this is all about you. You are a natural diplomat. You're trustworthy. You know how to assess a situation and be able to balance the risks and the rewards. And so strategy is really important. And not just in a business way, but in creating your life, making sure that you have goals and how you're going to get to them. And when things are off for you, you sense into them like feeling disconnected and having a sense of needing to belong to something bigger than just you and your life experience, but your connection to community. And as you go through life, learning how to trust a teacher, learning how to trust yourself is the key to understanding what your map is all about. Lots of love to you. My name. If you're a life key 3, like me, you are creative, nurturing, social, fertile. Everything you start thinking about, everything you start doing takes on a life of its own. And that's powerful in this world, creative in this world. And when you're good, you're really, really good. And when you're not so good, my sweetheart, your chin hits the ground. And it's tough. I know. That's because you're really connected to your subconscious. And your subconscious is holding all kinds of memories and ideas and beliefs of some place way back there. And so if you can clean out your mind with meditation, if you can clean up your mind with challenging your thoughts and being your own witness to what's going on and assessing and judging the truth, remember truth is infinite truth, not just momentary, then you'll have such a better ride of this whole thing. And you'll enjoy it more because you're here to enjoy. You're here to see potential and possibility, and that's exciting. Super exciting. Okay, so let's level all that stuff out because you're the drama queen. Book a numerology call. The links are in my bio. When you go to neutral, you can do anything. You can remember the pros and the cons in the situation, and you can find something that is highest and best for all. This is you, life key number 4. The power of you is that you've understood neutral. And even though you might be reactive or emotional or commotional sometimes, your power, and you know this, is when you're able to come to balance. Balancing your life experiences, using the wisdom of your life experience and the potential that's existing in the current moment. And that brings you to a very powerful place. Be of service. And when you're not balanced, do whatever you can to get back to you, to that neutral place. Because when you're neutral, you can do anything. Life key 5. You are a teacher by nature. You know how to give up what's good for what's even better. And balancing your head and your heart is something that just has to happen for you. And the thing about you is that words are just in the air. You need tangible action. If someone loves you, they need to show you they love you, practically. If you are in a situation and you're hearing promises, you need to see the action to fulfill that promise. Otherwise, it's a no-go for you. And that's okay. That's important for you to know about yourself. Because the more you know about yourself, the better it is that you can live in this body. You can respond to the sensation of this body and know that you can rely on it. That's giving you powerful information. So go out there, be a teacher. Welcome your experiences. Live in the wisdom of who you are. And remember, when things go off balance, head inward. It's the biggest distance that we have to travel, and you know how to do it. If you are a life key 6, ask yourself this question. Am I running my life by my consciousness? Am I present in this moment? What am I using to assess these situations, challenges, things that are happening in my life? Is it your emotions? Is it your mind? I ask you now to step into your consciousness and know that when you pursue that which is sacred to you, your immunity goes up, your health gets better, and your self-esteem grows. Why? Because you're moving in the direction of that which is sacred to you. And that is what you choose. That is what you're drawn to. Because if you don't, you start to feel it in your body. And if you don't, then we lose momentum on a spiritual ground, because that's where your influence is so profound. And so remember that your arc line, your halo, is about finding that which is sacred to you. Life key 7, you are boundless. You have an energetic presence. Nobody can deny it. You can't even deny it. And because of that, you need to be cautious about where you put your energy, how much energy you put out, and really remembering that boundaries, aloneness, loneliness, patience, all of these characteristics are really important for you to focus on, to grow your awareness around, to operate in that system of defining who you are. Not everything for everyone, but rather who are the chosen who come into your energetic field. Because that's what you are powerfully good at, is being energetically present. And with that comes the ability to speak yourself, speak truth to power, speak power to truth, and influence people just by your presence. So powerful. Life key 8, this is for you. You are a healer. You know how to move energy. It is the nature of who you are. It's how you show up in every single room, in the grocery store, in the doctor's office. It's you. You have those answers of consciousness. You know how to help people shift from where they are to where they want to be. You're a good problem solver. And because you're large and in charge, you got to remember that not everybody's where you're at. They're just not. You can help them, but you can't save them. You can't rescue. And you can't deny that you also need to put energy back into your own sweet self. Because when you remember that, the energetic flow, and that you're part of it, and you're directing it, and you're moving it, things move a lot easier for you. And it's your presence. It's the quality of how you show up and how you want to show up, actually. And this is amazing to watch. People are drawn to you. And so with this in mind, maybe, just maybe, you'd like to learn more about yourself. And that's through a numerology consult. I'll help you get there, explain all your numbers, not just this one. And together we'll find those practices that really speak to you so that you can go out in the world and be that fully embodied healer that you are. My name is Life Key 9. You are subtle, elegant, graceful. Oftentimes what you communicate is not even in your words, it's in your silences. That's important to know. You don't always have to be demanding and commanding. You can actually direct with your presence and your quietness. Doesn't mean to be passive. It means that your influence is already there in the room. You've sent it ahead of you. Wow. Your life may feel like it started off rough. And eventually, I promise, it comes out smooth and precious and full of luster and shine that nobody can deny. It is who you are. And so if you are in this realm of being a Life Key 9, know that you have a shine and people are meant to see you. Okay? Don't be shy. Enjoy the influence. My name is... You are a diamond, sovereign, radiant. Life Key 10, this is you. It is your role in this life to stand out, to be noticed, to use your good looks and your magnetic, charismatic self to move things forward. You're a change maker, and you are a medicine, because what you say often sets people off. The skills and talents that you just show up with sometimes set people off, and that's okay. If not you, then who? You have the radiance to do that. Not everybody does. And so the sooner you step into your power, the sooner you call your power back from every place in the world that you've given it away. Because helping other people by playing small, it's not working. We see you, okay? You're so moved by sound. Life Key 11. The sound current is your current. Frequency is your playground. Mantras are really important for you. Affirmations, declarations, the power of your word. Your word is your wand. When you step into that current, you start to integrate all your different life experiences. You bring it all into the present moment. And we need that from you. It's powerful. And as you step into that current moment, there is wisdom, and there are resources, and there are actions and connections, and you move all of that forward. And it starts with a sound. So now you know more about yourself. Your numerology says a lot. It is the directional flow of your life. It is holding all the answers to how this job of learning gets to be done. Because remember, the soul came for purpose, for learning. And the personality says, death, divorce, disease. Okay, fine, I'll learn, but not like that. And if you're lucky, and if you're blessed, and if you work on your consciousness, you start to come across practices that help you live that full expression, to be your soul self, and to start to put the desires of the personality aside so that you can live in grandness, the greatness of what your soul intended for you. Because we all came with a mission, and that mission is coded. We just have to do some decoding. Book a numerology consult. I'm happy to help. It's inspiring conversation. It's uplifting conversation. There's never any bad numbers. What it is an opportunity to look at it all and say, does it make sense? And then how do we shift? And the shift comes through Kundalini Yoga. And I'll help you get started with that too. Lots of love. Until next time, check the links in my bio.